Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on SPNG, Sponge Tech Delivery Systems Incorporated. I've been trying to do this one at least once a week just because I know it's such a popular stock and there's so many people playing it and following it. So I'm doing my best to keep people updated on kind of what the status of the chart is and so forth. So we'll just call this our weekly SPNG video chart update. Overall, a good week. You had a little bit of a pullback early on after a nice solid move. However, the latter part of the week was basically a recovery from the pullback, so I'll go over all that stuff. But as of right now, just glancing at the daily chart here, it looks good. And I'll go over some supports and resistance levels to look at. But I'm also going to be concentrating on some other time frames too. We'll take a look at probably the 60-minute chart and also the weekly chart. So let's first just dive into the 60-minute chart, and what I like here is this part of the chart right there. Why do I like that? Well, we have the always important 50 period simple moving average, which always gives you a good idea of what the trend is and where strength should be. And we had it sloping up. We had this pullback here over a couple days, and then right there you can see exactly what happened when the price got near this 50 period simple moving average. It bounced like a champ, and just a nice textbook move. Got a nice little about 4, 5, 6 candles or so and a nice direction. Then you had some always important consolidation right there for about a day, and then nice way to end the week here as it gapped up and then just consolidated the rest of the week. So hopefully that made sense with the colors, but overall had a pullback. We had the 50 period simple moving average hold strong like exactly you want to see it happen. Had a little move up, had some consolidation, and then had another move up followed by some more consolidation. So kind of to sum that up, if I lost you, things are looking good and the chart is acting like you would want to see it on the 60-minute. The worst case would have been to see this pullback, to see this fall, and then even more brutal would have been if it came up to the 200 period simple moving average right here and fallen through that. That would have been a not so good of a sign. But to keep things in context, I not first, but I was talking, there's a video chart maybe 2 of them ago where I was talking about the 10-cent break being important, and I was concentrating on this area here, and now it's gone up over 60% since then. So I did want to make note that congratulations to all those that were watching or that had watched that video chart and then acted upon it as we broke through 10 cents, as you had about a 60% possible increase in about a couple weeks or so. But I don't want to sound like the chart's on the verge of completely collapsing. It's made a lot of progress since about 2 video charts ago. So it is looking good. But nonetheless, ideally you do want to see this purple line hold strong in any sort of pullbacks. Now to hop back over to the daily. This is where I'm going to pull my first resistance level that we want to watch and keep our eye on. And basically what I'm going to do is just take these 2 highs and draw the trend line over. This high right here is 0.178. This high right here is 0.179. So once again, just the power of charts. By looking at this previous high, it did a great job of forecasting where some resistance was going to be. So I like to get up on my soapbox every so often and just preach about the power of charts. This was just a great example of how charts can be used to help you gauge where you should take some profits, or if this was a big board stock, this would have been a great place to short it, and then you would have gotten the pullback. But that's a whole another ball game. Point being, great job of predicting where the support was going to be, or excuse me, that resistance was going to be. So this is our resistance, so I'm going to change that to red. So right now, actually for simplicity's sake, we'll just say 0.18. 18 cents is where you want to see the price fall. So let's hop down here real quick to the hourly, and you can see it here also. This peak right up over here is the 18-cent mark. So slowly but surely, the 60-minute is slowly creeping its way up to there in a nice upwards channel. And like I say in all my videos, the lower time frames dictate what's going to happen on the upper time frames. You can't get anywhere on the daily chart until the 60-minute improves, just like you can't get anywhere on the 60-minute chart until the 30-minute starts to improve. So it's kind of just like a big sequence of dominoes. Start from the lower time frames and work your way up. So right now the 60-minute continues to look good, and slowly but surely it is bullishly affecting the daily chart also. Now after this 18-cent mark, that's where things could really get interesting, because there is another resistance right here at 19. So actually, let's do this, because this will probably make the most sense. Let's just create a resistance zone, and that'll be the easiest way to picture this. But between 18 cents and 19 cents, we're going to have what we call a resistance zone, because after that, after a 19 break, which would be the top of this zone, there's literally no other resistances until up here around 25 cents, which would be a nice little move there. So right now I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but let's focus on this resistance zone right here between 18 and 19 cents, and with a break of that, then once again you're looking at some nice gappage in terms of resistance levels until up here at 25 cents. So keep that in mind. Obviously we first got to even get up there to the lower point of the zone, which is at 18. But there is a little zone here of resistance where it could be a good pay-per-view battle. But if you can get through that, then you're pretty much blue sky up until 25 cents. And then real quick, looking at the weekly chart, once again did a great job, pulled back right here, the 10-week simple moving average, bounced off it very nicely. Did put in a little upper wick here, so that's not the greatest thing, but by no means is that a bad thing or anything. It just shows that throughout the week the bulls couldn't quite keep it up near its high of day, and the bears pushed it down. But hey, it was a green week, so that's nothing to complain about. So that wraps up the chart. Hopefully you have a better gauge on what's going on now and what to look for this upcoming week. I'd also like to point out, if you look down in this post, you will see a link referring to a free ebook. If you click on that and then go to my website and sign up for my newsletter, all you have to do is put in your email address. You will automatically be emailed a free ebook, and within that it's got a few of the trading strategies I use and so forth. And besides that, you get on the newsletter, and with that I send out chart setups I'm looking at, send out special articles that I don't make public, and I put out hot stock plays, and we've been doing really well on all those. Been doing a good job making 10, 15, 20% on some of the big board stocks, and then on these small cap penny stocks we've been getting some nice ones. Our latest one was a 76% winner, so we've been having some good success, so I'd encourage you to check that out. But with SPNG, please send me a message if you have any questions on the chart or anything, and I'll try my best to get you squared away. But thanks for listening.